Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a really cool, kind of mind-bending mathematical mystery. If you're the type of person who loves finding those hidden patterns or figuring out the logical shortcuts that save us from, well, doing endless amounts of arithmetic, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's just jump right into it.
So this whole investigation kicks off with a curious student named Anshu. He was just messing around adding up consecutive numbers, and he noticed something. He figured out you can write any odd number as the sum of two consecutive numbers. Pretty neat, right? But then he asked a really brilliant question. Wait, can we write all even numbers as a sum of consecutive numbers? I love that. That what-if curiosity is literally where the best math comes from. To test his idea, I actually want you to play along. Just mentally pick any 4 consecutive numbers. Go ahead. I'll wait a second. Just grab 4 numbers right in a row.
Okay, hopefully you have your numbers. Now, just to make sure we're all on the same page and to ground this in reality, let's work through a concrete example together. We'll use the numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6. Our mission here is to just toss some plus and minus signs between these guys and see what kind of results pop out.
Now, just by taking those 4 simple numbers and swapping around the addition and subtraction operations, we instantly create 8 completely different mathematical expressions. I mean, think about it. You could do 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, or you could flip it completely to 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6. And of course, there are all the combinations in between. It really highlights the sheer number of possibilities we have to play with even before we actually do any of the math.
All right, let's actually run the numbers on a couple of these. If we try 3 plus 4 minus 5 plus 6, well, that gets us exactly 8. And if we make them all subtractions, 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6, that drops us down to negative 12. And hey, quick reminder, negative numbers that have a factor of 2, like negative 12, are for sure still even numbers.
And guys, here is the huge, mind-blowing reveal from the source material. If you actually sat down and calculated all 8 of those expressions, or honestly, if you took whatever random set of 4 consecutive numbers you picked a minute ago and did the exact same thing, you would hit a wall of consistency. The resulting expressions always have even parity. Seriously, no matter how you arrange those plus and minus signs, your final answer is always going to be an even number. How crazy is that? So we definitely see the pattern, but you know how it is in math. Just noticing something works isn't really enough. We need to know exactly why it works. And instead of testing literally every combination of numbers in the universe, let's bring in a little friend of ours to guide us through the algebra. Okay, let's step back and generalize the whole thing. Let's call our 4 numbers A, B, C, and D. First up, we've got one possible setup, A plus B minus C minus D. Now watch really closely what happens when we tweak just one single thing. We're going to swap that plus B to a minus B. So now we have A minus B minus C minus D. The question is, what happens to the total value when we make that one tiny switch? Well, what's super interesting here is the actual difference between those two expressions. If you subtract the second one from the first, the A, the C, and the D, they all completely cancel each other out. All you're left with is B minus a negative B, which is exactly 2B. And because it's multiplied by 2, that difference of 2B is inherently, undeniably, an even number, always. And that brings us to an absolutely crucial mathematical truth. Think about this. If the difference between 2 numbers is even, is there any way they could have different parities? Nope. No way. If you start with an even number and add or subtract an even chunk, like our 2B, you land right back on an even number. If you start odd and shift by an even amount, you stay odd. Because flipping a sign always shifts the total by an even amount, every single one of those 8 combinations must share the exact same parity. They are mathematically locked together. But, in math, there's almost never just one way to solve a puzzle. The algebra approach is super elegant, for sure, but our friendly guide is back to show us a second, slightly more conceptual way to explain this exact same mystery. And this one relies purely on the fundamental rules of integers. You're probably already familiar with the unbreakable laws of parity. We all know the drill. An odd combined with an odd gives you an even with an even is an even, and if you mix an odd and an even, you get an odd. These rules are basically the bedrock. They give us a definitive reference point for how these values interact with each other. So, building right off those rules, think about the letters A and B. Regardless of whether they are odd or even, the parity of A plus B is going to be the exact same as A minus B. Changing that addition to subtraction literally does absolutely nothing to the final parity. It just stays the same. And by just extending that logic step by step down the line, we hit our grand conclusion. All possible expressions of A plus or minus B, plus or minus C, plus or minus D absolutely must have the same parity. Now, the number of ways you can pick 4 numbers and combine them out there in the real world is practically infinite, right? But thanks to simple mathematical reasoning, we don't have to check them all one by one. We just definitively proved they will all behave identically. And since we already saw earlier that at least one combination gives us an even number, well, that means they must all be even numbers. Boom! Mystery officially solved. Before we wrap up the explainer for today, I want to leave you with a quick challenge straight from the breaking even section of our source material. Now that you totally get how parity works across different operations, take a look at algebraic expressions like 3g plus 5h or 4m plus 2n. Without actually plugging in any numbers, can you figure out which of those will always evaluate to an even number, no matter what integers those letters stand for? Getting a feel for this stuff goes way beyond just doing a fun math puzzle. These exact logical foundations are the building blocks that power computer algorithms, error-checking codes, and real-world cryptography. I really encourage you to take your newly sharpened logical reasoning skills and try to figure it out yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on this math adventure today. Keep wondering, keep asking questions, and keep exploring.